AdiosAdipose.com explains signs of toxemia. Most people today are unaware that eating poorly not only makes you fat, but it riddles us health problems. We blame on genetics, getting older, or just plain bad luck. I'm attempting to bring awareness about how many symptoms we suffer can be tracked back to our bad eating habits, and how quickly we can end our health issues and give up our expensive prescription medications by just changing our meal plans. Not only can we reverse the need for many, if not all, of our daily prescription medicines, you can ward off other health problems before they occur, lose weight rapidly, and find that proverbial fountain of youth we were all searching for. Toxemia is a term or condition known mostly by women who have been pregnant and endured preeclampsia. This condition causes high blood pressure, extreme weight gain, fluid retention, facial swelling or puffiness, swelling of the hands, legs, and feet, edema, headaches, vision problems, pain, and seizures. The facts are that these conditions are not only reserved for pregnant women. All people, men or women, pregnant or not, can become toxic or suffer from toxemia as a result of their poor diet. Food combining, scientifically known as tryptology, explains how our bodies digest our foods and how to arrange our meals so that they're digested quickly and effectively. If you do not eat your foods in correct combinations, our meals turn into sludge and putrefy in our bodies. When putrefaction takes place in slow digestion, when this happens, it stops us from reaping the nutritional benefits from our foods, and instead turns into the contents of our stomach into a toxic mess that will wreak havoc on our body, if this way of eating becomes a habit. When you immobilize your stomach and impair digestive functions by consuming foods in the wrong combinations, the bad bacteria in your alimentary canal has a field day. They get all the nutrients and thrive, while you get all the wastes, weight gain, and illnesses, causing you to suffer. The putrefaction and fermentation are primary causes of digestive issues, including acid reflux, gas, heartburn, nausea, cramps, bloating, constipation, bloody stools, and colitis. But we will not only suffer gastrointestinal discomfort, we can suffer in a multitude of other ways you would probably never think of, and I'll list all the possible major symptoms below. Acid reflux. Eating too much poorly combined food can cause a bout of acid reflux, where you can experience pain and regurgitation that can last for a long period of time, due to the fact that the meal cannot digest rapidly because of the poor combination. Acne and boils. These skin conditions are caused mainly by excessive putrefied waste matter in the body's excretory channels, and extreme acidosis of blood due to the accumulation of toxic wastes. When wastes are retained and the colon is clogged, the body purges toxins to the skin and lungs, where these toxins causes abscesses, tumors, inflammation, and eruptions, also due specifically to poor metabolism of fats. Allergies. Many so-called allergies are also the direct result of improper food combination. Our bloodstream picks up these toxins from the putrefied fermented mess as it passes slowly through the intestines, and these toxins can cause rashes, hives, headaches, nausea, sneezing, itchy throat, and other symptoms commonly referred to as allergies. You may think you're allergic to a certain food, when in reality, the reactions you have had are due to improperly combined meals, and often you'll have no ill side effects whatsoever when consuming the food in question according to the rules of tryptology. Arthritis. Caused by deposits of inorganic calcium in the cartilage of joints, where they eventually form spurs that cause intense pain and inhibit movement of joints. These deposits are caused by incomplete digestion of incompatible foods and accumulation of toxic wastes throughout the system. The body dumps these inorganic minerals to the joints, where they won't pollute the bloodstream. Excess consumption of concentrated starch and sugar and too much cooked meat in the diet are major factors. Colitis. Inflammation of the colon due to prolonged chronic constipation and a critical deficiency of live active enzymes and moist raw fiber in the diet. The first and foremost measure against this dangerous condition, which can often result in surgical colostomies, is to thoroughly clean out the colon of putrefactive wastes and solid obstructions by utilizing tryptology or food combining to prevent occurrence. Constipation/bloating issues. If you walk around feeling bloated, gassy, and uncomfortable on a regular basis, that isn't normal and can be a direct result of poor food combinations. Constipation and bloating are caused by putrefaction of our foods as they sit stagnant in your stomach and intestines. The average American carries around 5 pounds of undigested putrefied food in their gut, but some people have been found to have as much as 13 pounds of waste in their colon. To protect itself from the chronic irritation of improperly combined meals, the colon secretes large quantities of mucus to trap toxic particles before they damage the colon's lining. When this occurs at every meal, every day, every week throughout the year, the colon ends up secreting a constant stream of mucus, which accumulates and gets impacted in the folds of the colon. This will cause a narrowing of the passage through the colon and allow constant seeping of toxins into the bloodstream by osmosis. If the impacting of toxic mucus in the colon reaches critical pressure, it causes a pocket to balloon outward to the colon lining, causing a condition called diverticulosis. Colitis, IBS, and colon cancer are the next stages of colon deterioration. Keep in mind, if you're not having regular bowel movements every day, your meals are staying in your body too long, and you are at risk for other issues. Depression. This sounds like a no-brainer. If you're overweight generally, you can become depressed just because your clothes don't fit, or you don't like your appearance. But this issue can go much deeper than that. If you're not getting enough omega-3 in your meals, it can cause you to have bouts of depression. Omega-3 fatty acids are highly concentrated in the brain, and appear to be important for memory and performance, as well as behavioral function. Symptoms of omega-3 fatty acid deficiency include fatigue, poor memory, dry skin, heart problems, mood swings, depression, and poor circulation. Edema. This is swelling caused by fluid retention typically in the legs and feet, but can happen in the arms, fingers, and face as well. It can appear suddenly, but usually develops slowly, and appears as weight gain. Edema occurs when tiny blood vessels in your body, capillaries, leak fluid and fluid builds up in surrounding tissues. Edema can be the sign that you have more serious health issues as well, often heart failure, kidney disease, or cirrhosis of the liver. All these issues as well can be a direct result of poor food combining. Fatigue/chronic fatigue syndrome. If you're feeling lethargic and tired most of the time, it can be linked to poor diet and becoming toxic. Eating in poor combination can slow or stop your body from getting the required amount of nutrition from your food that you need to go about your day. The latest research indicates a linkage between chronic fatigue syndrome symptoms and accumulated body toxins that come from a poor diet. People suffering with CFS typically consume too much sugar, white flour, processed foods, junk food and fast food, soda pop, food loaded with MSG, high fructose corn syrup, and other foods completely void of any real nutritional value. Gout. Caused by elevated levels of uric acid in the blood that crystallize and are deposited in joints and surrounding tissues. Dietary causes account for about 12% of gout, and include a strong association with the consumption of alcohol, especially beer, fructose-sweetened drinks, meat and seafood. Recent studies have found people who are overweight are more likely to get gout, as well as people on a low-carb, high-protein diet. Getting more vitamin C and dairy products, not milk, decrease the risk. Headaches. If you're experiencing frequent headaches as well as visual disturbances like blurred vision, dizziness, double vision, or temporary loss of vision, this can be a sign of toxemia. Headaches due to toxemia can be caused by changes in blood circulation, low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and dehydration, not enough water. Hemorrhoids. This increasingly common affliction is caused by stagnation and coagulation of blood fibrin in the tiny capillaries that feed the anus and lower rectum. This is mainly the result of sticky toxic waste in the bloodstream, owing to excess consumption of refined starch, especially white bread and erythroid products. High blood pressure/hypertension. Hypertension or high blood pressure is often the first recognized sign of toxemia. Blood pressure is shown as two numbers. The top number, systolic, is the pressure when the heart pumps blood. The bottom number, diastolic, is the pressure when the heart relaxes and fills with blood. High blood pressure is defined as a reading of greater than 140/90. Kidney inflammation. This and related kidney conditions, such as kidney stones, are the result of excessive retention of uric acid in the kidneys, due to an overload of acid waste in the blood from incomplete digestion of improperly combined foods. Brought to you by Dutson News Network.